city of Portland from a very different point of view, a view you've likely missed, as we explore the great outdoors and offer you something unique and truly Oregon. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week's edition takes us on the river that runs through the heart of Oregon with some pros who know how to get around in a variety of ways. So join us as we explore the Willamette River.
When the temperatures soar, the line grows longer. A fact of life at Willamette jet boat excursions along Portland's east side waterfront. But the wait must be worth it. Just ask.
So much fun, you're gonna have it!
The line is a small price to pay when you just have to cool off, as jet boats take on new passengers for 2-hour tours on the river that flows through the heart of Oregon.
This is the best job in the world. Anytime you get paid to burn someone else's gas, it's a great job. It's very stressful though. You really have to be on your toes. You will always hear me say, hang on, hang on, hang on. That's enough babbling out of me. You guys ready to go jet boating? Here we go.
Since 1997, Willamette Jet Boat Excursions has provided locals and newcomers alike the chance to see downtown from a different point of view, experience a thrilling ride, learn something new.
This one is a vascular style bridge. Basically, it means it opens like a teeter-totter.
And maybe see something they'll long remember.
That is a mature bald eagle. A bald eagle 1,000 yards from downtown Portland. You see I've seen river otters right underneath the Hawthorne Bridge. You really don't get to see that driving over the bridges. There's all kinds of wildlife. I mean, just right here in the Ross Island area, there's deer, beavers, blue herons. Me and my young son saw a huge turtle. There's all kinds of wildlife that people really don't get to see.
It's a sort of trip with appeal, too. Nearly 250,000 folks have gone aboard over the past decade to touch a bit of history and get close to the power of a major waterway that's born in the Cascades more than 200 miles away. It's close, it's convenient, and well, on a blistering hot day, it just feels good.
Oh, good job up there in the front. Good job.
And yes, you will get wet.
All right, give it up if you had a good time, guys. Thank you very, very much for joining us here on Willamette Jet Boats on a gorgeous day out here on the Willamette River. Hope everyone had a great time.
But it's not the only way to see the city from the river.
Portland's really open to outdoor activities of all kinds, and to sort of utilize this resource that we have excites people in Portland, I think.
Stephanie Levine is a guide who works for the Portland Kayak Company. They specialize in local trips for beginners who want to work a bit to see Portland.
I'm going to take you guys around the corner here and we're going to check out this osprey nest. Looks like he's up in the nest right now. Over half the people that come on our Ross Island trips have never been in a kayak before, and they're great paddlers by the end of the 2.5 hours.
They're very easy to paddle. Feel right at home inside one.
Today, she's leading our small party around Ross Island. Newcomer Mike Miner loves every minute.
We're having a good time today. It sure beats being indoors and working, I'll tell you that.
Mike and his wife Gracia haven't done a lot of paddling, but the allure of flat water paddling so close to home was hard to resist.
When you turn that corner there, you just don't feel like you're even in the middle of a city. Real peaceful, real nice being out here on the water.
Levine agrees and calls Ross Island a bit of a wildlife oasis in the heart of a city.
I love that how varying the scenery gets. You know, we start right off the downtown and we see the skyline, and then when we're coming down the far side of the island by Oaks Bottom, it almost looks like a completely different river. It's hard to imagine that you're still right in the center of the city.
Trey Carskaddon is a boating expert who's also the chairman of the Oregon State Marine Board. He says the Willamette River offers an incredible array of recreation for every imaginable watercraft.
I'm not aware of any other place in the country that has the diversity, has the open water, and the boating types that are reflected here.
So how do we do it? So many of us living so close to the water, and many of us using the river too.
Consider it for the other boaters, just good sense and understanding that, you know, enjoying this river takes a number of different forms.
Carskaddon wants people to come here, but he also wants them to do it safely. That means studying and securing the mandatory boating certification card. It also means preparation.
You have to have a horn, fire extinguisher. These PFDs only work if you're wearing them. Always have a depth finder if you're in a powerboat. This river has got all kinds of shoals and shallow areas and rocks that can damage your boat or worse. And having one of these to know when you're getting into shallow water is a real advantage.
The reward from the Willamette, whether on your own or on a tour, is a remarkable and unmatched perspective to the place many of us call home.
They're aware of it, but very few get to see the city from this perspective. You really feel like you're away from it all, in the middle of rush hour traffic.
We've provided all the details, directions, and the links to all these adventures, as well as the Oregon State Marine Board's safety issues, something you'll definitely want to check out when you explore the Willamette River. You can find all that information right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, get out here and explore Oregon, perhaps from a river, and see it from a very different point of view, and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.